여러분은요, 아침입니다. And today we're doing a reading for 10 from NCT. Um, just a heads up. If I'm a little sniffly or sneezy today, I apologize in advance. I'm either getting a cold or my allergies are trying to kill me. Not sure which one it is. One of the kids I take care of had a cold last week, so it very well could be that. But this started yesterday, and I just had a tree cut down in the yard yesterday. So cross your fingers, it's just my allergies making an attempt on my life. So, again, if I'm sneezing or anything, it's gross, I know, and I'm sorry. Also, if you don't see me next week, it's because this is in fact a cold. But again, cross your fingers. I don't want a cold, y'all. Ain't nobody want to be sick. Anyway, let's get into 10's reading. Do you guys remember that? I think it was not long after NCT became a thing. He had that one solo track. I don't know if he has more, but that first one, I loved that. That was great. He's very talented. Let's see what he's got. Ooh, okay. Starting with the Oak Man. This is about received knowledge, having a lot of willpower and self-control, and if you act. The definition of this is if you act the right way, you will be rewarded. So I guess it's if you do the things you know you're supposed to do, go about things the proper way, things will work out for you. Interesting. Next one. Another one I can't pronounce, y'all. I really got to learn how to say these. She's about illness. She's about loss of energy, a sense of oppression. Could be even mental health issues. Maybe he's being really hard on himself. Or he's wearing himself down a lot. It doesn't mean he's actually sick. It could just be that he's working too much. And he's doing too much and he's not resting enough, running himself down. That's what I think this is. Let's see what the next one is. Ooh, Morgan Le Fay. Morgan Le Fay is about wisdom and power gained through study and experience. And she's also about having a lot of ambition. So I think he's working on bettering himself or improving something, which could be why he's feeling a loss of energy from that previous card. Right? Loss of energy, feeling run down. That alone gives you a sick feeling. So study and experience. He's been in NCT for a minute. He definitely is gaining a lot of experience. And I think he's working on himself maybe as a artist, as a performer. And he's got a lot of ambition. But he might be going too full force. Overcommitting and possibly running himself into the ground and making himself not feel so hot. Ooh, okay. Robin Goodfellow. Robin Goodfellow is all about having fun, adventures, new experiences, celebrations, good-hearted mischief, pranks, but not some of the ones you see on YouTube that are stupid and potentially dangerous. But I like this. New experiences, adventures. So he might have reason to celebrate coming up. Could be from him learning, because we got some knowledge cards. And that first card was about him being rewarded for his efforts. So that alone is cause for celebration. New adventures, new experiences. So he might have some opportunities coming his way. But he's also about remembering to have fun, which is kind of what I said with her, right? He might be working too much and needs to remember to stop and have fun once in a while. Let's see what the next one is. Pixies. Yeah, for sure. For sure, definitely needs to slow down and take some time for himself and remember to have fun, because Pixies are all about not taking things too seriously and remembering to stop and have fun once in a while. and maybe even connecting with your inner child and do something that you used to love that you haven't done in like years. And considering his job, there's probably a lot of things he hasn't done in a very long time. But he definitely needs to slow down and have fun and not take things so seriously. Last one for this pile. Ooh, the Harvest Festival. This is about fruition, completion, like harvest, like not necessarily like physical. He went out and like planted crops, harvest, but it's about like receiving the rewards for your effort, right? It's also about recognition and success through hard work. So he put in the effort, and now he's harvesting the rewards, or he very well soon be. Interesting. So I think he's working a lot towards bettering himself or improving a skill, right? And he needs to maybe take a few steps back because it's getting to be a little bit much. And he needs to relax and have some fun because he's on the right path. And he's going to be receiving recognition and the outcome he wants for his effort, but he doesn't need to take it so seriously. Okay? Let's see what the next pile is. Okay. Seven of Cups is about choices, options, a lot of options, opportunities. But you have to be careful that you're not swayed by things that seem to be too good to be true, and pay close attention to the decisions that you're making. So, if he's got a lot of opportunities, which we kind of saw one card mentioned in the first pile, he needs to make sure that he's not just taking the first one offered to him or whatever one just at face value looks fantastic, because it might not be. He needs to make sure that he checks all of his options, looks into everything, and makes an educated choice when it comes to a final decision. I wonder. Every time these option cards show up, I always wonder what it is. And then, like, when you hear about them doing something, I'm just like, okay, a choice has been made, but now I want to know what the other choices are. But you never know. Let's see what the next one is. Ooh, Six of Wands. Six of Wands is about triumph. It's about victory, recognition, taking pride in your accomplishments, being in the spotlight, which he is because he's part of NCT, public praise, which NCT, I think, as a whole gets a lot of. Yeah, but the Six of Wands is about getting ready to receive recognition, your gold star, seeing the rewards of your effort. Okay? Finally having something that says, okay, all of this was worth it. And the Six of Wands says that you deserve it, which is nice. Because some people get it and they don't deserve it. But I feel like 10 is putting in a lot of work. And he deserves it. There's so many people in NCT. Whether you break them up into different groups or not, there's so many dudes in NCT, man. That I think it's hard for anyone to really stand out. Like, really, 10's... Like, I don't even know if I can put a face to the name, but I'm aware of who he is. The other guys, not so much. And it's because he had that solo track. Alright, let's see what the next one is. Ooh, Six of Cups. Six of Cups is about playfulness, feeling carefree, joy, maybe a little nostalgic, being optimistic and happy. This is another one that's kind of about letting your inner child play. So I definitely think he definitely needs to slow down, take some time for himself, do things he really enjoys doing on his own that make him happy just for himself. I forgot to put that light on. I knew something didn't look right. Well, that's staying like that. Hope it doesn't bother y'all. Um, but yeah. Jesus. All right. So yeah, happiness definitely needs to take time for himself. Remember to have fun once in a while, because I think especially in their career, it's easy to get sucked in and just have it be all work all the time. You know, even if you're doing the fun things like performing or whatever, like it's draining, it's physically draining, it's emotionally draining, you know? Even then, you need to take a step back and just do things for you and take a break, and it can't be all work all the time. I say somebody who does nothing except sit in her house and do this and then watch kids. Um, High Priestess. High Priestess is about your intuition, right? Your unconscious. Um, Trusting your intuition, which could go back to those choices, right? That first card, right? Right? The Seven of Cups, about making educated choices when faced with a lot of options. Trust your intuition. If something seems too good to be true, kind of steer away from that, and that goes for everything. Anytime you're faced with something that seems unbelievable, it probably is. Like 9 times out of 10, it definitely is. Um, yeah, so High Priestess is about slowing down, taking the time to make good choices, educated choices, trusting your gut if something doesn't seem right. Um, yeah, so he's definitely, because we've seen it now in two piles, um, have some opportunities coming, but he needs to make sure that he's, you know, not just picking the shiny pretty one, you know? I don't know if you all heard that rustling, but I have an artificial plant here in the corner, and it's been rustling for days. And in my mind, my arachnophobia and my love of the paranormal immediately goes to, it's either a giant spider or a ghost. It's haunted, right? I told my dad about it, and he goes over and he goes like this. I'm like, don't touch it, because in my mind, a giant spider is going to leap out at him, or the fucking thing's going to turn into Annabelle. I don't know. Um, but I would hear it every morning for the last few days. So I went over and looked, and I couldn't find anything, and then eventually I saw it. There's something living in that plant. It's the same color as the tall grass that's in it, which is why I hadn't noticed it before. But it's a lizard, which I prefer to a spider. I can't get to it where it is to get it out. I need a Tupperware, and I can't reach it because it's hiding in the grass. But yeah, they eat bugs and spiders, so as long as it keeps the damn arachnids away from me, it can live in the plant. I don't care. The lizards don't bother me. Next card to my side tangent that you probably didn't even hear the grass rustling in the first place, but next is the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands are about being self-confident, right? Daring, passionate, feeling free. Good times are coming, so you need to prepare yourself. And making moves and shaking things up. So trying something new, doing something different. Maybe making the unexpected choice. You know, he's faced with maybe a lot of options, a lot of opportunities, and people might be like, oh, he'll pick this one. But I think he might surprise everybody by trusting his intuition and making educated decisions, picking the one that's totally like off center from what you would expect him to do. Because he's confident and feeling maybe a little brave and wanting to try something new. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. Last one. Ooh, okay. Four of Coins in reverse. It's kind of about acceptance, releasing the past, being ready to completely accept your reality, and embracing it. If there's toxic people or old resentments, now's the time to let them go, because you're entering a time where you're starting over. Not over, starting fresh. A new start. Good things are coming, and you need to release the bad and the old to let in the new and the good. Okay? Change. Change is coming. And in order to change, you need to let go of what's holding you back. So if he's got anything like that, he needs to let it go. Whether that's cutting people out or working through some stuff or whatever. Interesting. It'll be beneficial for him in the long run. If it's like that for everybody. If there's anything that's negative or harmful to you that doesn't serve you anymore, even if it's like memories from the past, hurt, things like that, loss, whatever, it's always good to work through them, because they'll always kind of influence you if you don't, you know? Let's see. What's next? No, I don't even see the lizard right now. Damn thing in there creeped me out for 3 days. I was hearing it and couldn't find the friggin' thing. 3 days. Eight of Coins is the first card. It's about ambition, diligence, mastery, talents, perfectionism, but kind of in like, don't try and be a perfectionist, which I kind of touched on, I think, in the first pile, about like overcommitting, doing too much, working too much. Because the Eight of Coins is kind of about dedication, of hard work, of focus, of ambition. He got another card about ambition in I believe, pile 2. Knowing you have to put in the effort and the hours and pay attention to detail, because you will achieve a new level of mastery, but also I think, like, don't overcommit, because that's not healthy either, you know? Because the Eight of Coins is also about a work in progress that's soon to be completed. So he might be working on reaching a new level, and he's close. And maybe you want to achieve perfection, but you really can't. Like, I think that's unrealistic. No matter how much you want to reach that level, right? Everybody has this idea of what perfect is. It's always unachievable, right? So I think he's well on his way to reaching a new level that other people might see as like mastery or perfection. He might not see it that way. But I think nobody should really do that. I think that might be why we got that card about like energy loss and things like that in pile 1. So he's definitely working hard. I think he just needs to take some time and not run himself into the ground, because we got a few cards about that, about remembering to have fun and taking time for yourself. Ooh, okay. The Tower. The Tower is about intense change, a release, or a fresh start, which we saw with pile 2. He's definitely, I think, moving up a level, having a fresh start, trying new things, maybe. Interesting. He might be changing as a person, and then we'll get to see a whole new side of 10 with the kind of work he puts out, the things he chooses to do. Ooh. Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is about creativity, enthusiasm, having brilliant ideas and breakthroughs. Aces. All aces are like fresh start cards, right? Because they're ones. So he's got another card that's about a fresh start. Maybe he's like revamping himself as a solo artist. Ooh, that's interesting. Um, yeah, Ace of Wands is about going out on a limb and being brave and thinking outside the box. So I think he's maybe got a few options of things he wants to try, and he's going to do the one that's maybe least expected. Something new, something different that shows off a new side of him. That's kind of like a fresh start for him as an artist. Ooh, interesting. Ooh, I'm excited. That's fun. Things like that are fun to see when you're like I don't even like stan him, but I want to see it. I like watching artists develop, you know, and try new things and different things. Ooh, okay, the next one is the Hermit. This is about wisdom again. Um, Giving or receiving guidance. So maybe he's been speaking to some people about what he wants to do and what direction he wants to go in. Also, soul searching and solitude. So taking time for himself, which he's gotten that a lot. The having fun, don't take things too seriously. Taking time for himself is important. I hope he's doing that. Or he gets an opportunity to do that soon. Because that's very important. Let's see. Six of Wands. Again, victory, triumph, recognition, success. Woohoo, all the good things. Wonderful good things, right? He's definitely headed in the right direction. Good things are coming. Exciting things are happening. I think he's leveling up. I think there's going to be a new side of 10 coming soon for people to enjoy, right? This is 2 6 of 1. Yeah, definitely good things are coming. Let's see what the last one is. King of Swords. The King of Swords is a very authoritative person. He is a leader. He is logical. He is structured. He likes routine. He's very level-headed. These might be qualities that 10 has. But it's also about critical thinking and making decisions based on facts, which we saw in a couple of the other cards. So whatever choices he's making, he's definitely using logic, or should be. And he's making fact-based, educated decisions and not just flying by the seat of his pants, which is great. Oh, When you get this card, by the way, the King of Swords, and any wand card, okay, whether it's this one or this one, any wand card that comes out with this king, in this case it's the 6, this indicates success in creative ventures, okay? Any project that you're working on is very likely to have good results, right? And it will bring a lot of success to you in the future when you get the king and any wand card. So that's exciting. He is definitely headed in the right direction. These two coming out, especially at the end together for me, says a lot. Whatever he's working on, whatever he's doing, he might be overcommitting a little too much. But it's definitely going to pay off for him in the long run. Lots of success. Awesome. That's great. I freaking love that. Anyway, last card. Oracle, he got the Libra. Libra is about life balance. Because it's the scales, you know, or in this case it looks like a child's mobile. But it's about balance, right? Maintaining, as I've been saying this whole time, his work-life balance. It's also about using calm and fair judgment to make decisions and not dwelling on the past, which came up. So I think he's maybe got a little bit of something holding him back. A little bit. And he definitely is or needs to make sure that he is making well-informed decisions. And I think he's definitely going to, especially with this coming out right at the end. So yeah, that'll do it for 10. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get notified every time I post a video, usually every Thursday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. And if you want to follow me on Instagram and Twitter, my name's in the description box down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.